Hello, you are live with Sherry Henley and Business Over Coffee International. We are here with Jay Edwards. It's so good to have you on the set with us today,
Glad
Jay.
to be here.
Jay, all the way from South Carolina, an old friend of mine from, well, we won't tell all the secrets, but meaning secrets of like burning down the woods
Yeah.
and things like that.
We'll stay out of that one.
Yeah, exactly. But we had some great times together. He, my brother, and his sister as children. And now I am very pleased to announce that he is here in Memphis, Tennessee with the Blues Fest and is taking the country by storm with his music. So you definitely want to stay tuned for this session with BOCI. And go to our website, businessovercoffee.biz, and you can look Jay Edwards up. Go up to the top corner, search him out, Jay Edwards. You'll go straight to his profile. You can talk to him directly if you'd like to have him come and sing for you or something like that at your event. He is fabulous and is traveling, I believe, around the world, at least around the nation. So, Jay, tell us why you're in Memphis. I know you're here for the Blues Fest,
Right.
but what got you here?
It was the Blues Organizations or Blues Foundation's International Blues Challenge, which you go to an affiliate program there, which ours in South Carolina was the Low Country Blues Club, and they have little competitions, and we happened to win. The guys from the Charleston, South Carolina, called me up and said, "Can we come do this?" And I said, "Sure," and won locally or statewide, and then came to Memphis down on Beale Street. And first week in February, they take over the whole on Beale Street. And,
Yes.
And it's I think there's 11 different places hosting the competition tonight, and it's everything from acoustic solo duo type things to a youth program. They've got kid blues players up there playing
Really?
tonight.
Very interesting.
And then bands from all over the world. 118 bands this year from all over the world. I've heard blues bands from Italy and Switzerland and Germany, and even one from Israel last
Outstanding.
night. So it was pretty.
So we'll
pretty
talk
awesome.
about, after you sing a
Okay.
song for us, we're going to talk about what happens if you win this or whoever wins it. So take us to church. Well, you're not going to do that yet, okay? Go ahead and play one of the songs you wrote for us.
Okay, this is one of mine. You didn't tell me you were gonna do me wrong. You didn't tell me you would leave me singing old sad blues songs. Just tell me you'd love me, you'll always be around. Now you're gone, I'm getting lonely and down. You didn't tell me you were gonna be untrue. You didn't tell me I would go through the things I've been going through. Just tell me I'd be the one that you would always choose. Now you're gone, I'm here lonely and blue. Your words were passionate, but didn't hold any truth. They're ringing in my ears while I'm trying to get over you. I can't believe I gave my heart to such a sweet talking little thing. I found out every promise you give, it don't always mean what it seems. You didn't tell me you'd ever break my heart. You didn't tell me that we'd ever get this far. Just told me we would never, never, never be apart. Now you're gone, my world is lonely and dark. Now you're gone, I just can't stand for us to be apart. Now you're gone, I'm here holding this old lonely broken heart. Now you're gone, my world world is lonely and all. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Now, tell us, there's a lot of soul in your voice.
Okay.
And I know how you grew up, and you grew up just singing your heart out. However, another thing that brings out that soul is things that you've been through in your life when you're able to put it out there through music. So tell us how that was birthed in you.
Well, those are the things that we usually don't talk about unless we can sing about it. So,
right,
because we always act like it was about somebody else. Yeah.
Sure.
Write a song about my broken heart and then say, "Oh well, I was talking about somebody else." But I guess a lot of it came through real young, and even though there was plenty of time when I was singing positive and uplifting songs, there's another side of growing up and having to deal with quite a few issues, and one of those is having to wear glasses from a very early age, having a head the size of a football by the time you're 2 or 3 years old, and
I never noticed that,
okay.
Jay.
I thought everybody.
No, yeah. I didn't. So that bothered you as a child?
Sure. There were things that I'd say setbacks as a child, and
right,
and and then you've got these songs going in your head that are, I had no clue where they were until one day I'm playing and twisting through the AM radio stations, and I found this scratchy old station that's playing Lightning Hopkins and sure BB King and Robert Johnson, and you're thinking, good gracious, that's my music. I've already written those songs. I didn't know that they were out there.
Right.
And so just, I guess, kind of that it wasn't, country didn't appeal to me back at that time. And even though some of them were singing about the same things,
right,
a heartache and troubles, but this just kind of appealed to me, and that's actually what was coming through me anyway, channeling through me. So I hit up on the soul, and then of course I like funk music, and so its roots were there, and that's kind of how it happened. It was just I experienced heartache real early in life. How about that?
So, right. And another thing, on a positive note, is that you were raised on a platform.
Right.
So you were able to showcase your talent from an early age with choirs and so forth, with churches. And we were talking about this yesterday with some of the guests on the BOCI talk radio show, and how that so many of the stars came out of a church background, out of a ministry background. And I think it's twofold. Number one, because there is a platform. Sure. It's very important for children to develop, to have that platform. And number two, is because of the anointing. I mean, I truly believe that there is anointing to sing that we're given, or to minister, or to talk, or to speak. And so it's birthed. That's a gift that I believe that you and I both were given, is to be raised on a platform, so we were able to develop in that way.
Right, and I think also the times are changing, and and there's a continuation of that now. Especially if you look in country music, you can actually see some folks honky tonking on Friday night, Saturday night, but they're definitely going to be there Sunday morning, and devoted religiously to. That was kind of funny, but religiously being there in church service on Sunday morning, and they sing songs about Sunday morning, and some of them are praise and worship leaders.
Right. We have a phenomenal praise and worship leader at our church, and he just wrote a new song, and so it's very, very interesting to see when the lyrics come out of you, and what you just sang, and all the different songs that I've heard that you've written. Now, tell us about the journey of going from being a small-time musician to now being on Bill Street in Memphis, Tennessee, and all the hard work it took you to get here.
Well, and this too is I kind of had that reality check last night and today too, that this is still a competition, and and
Mm-hmm.
you know, some of the folks that you see are there's great quality. There's
Mm-hmm.
great folks there, and but I also kind of realized last night that doesn't matter how big I think I am, I can still be taken down a notch or two.
Right.
And I went through and played last night, and I've been doing a lot of traveling in Nashville, and it's been real fun for me, real good, and just when you think you've got that level, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm somebody. Um,
Right.
this the story I was playing and making trips to Nashville, and I was playing with some of the big boys up there, and I was having a
Mm-hmm.
great time, and I went back home, and we had a show back in South Carolina, and man, we got all set up and just about get ready to play, and my guitar player leans over to me, great guitar player,
Mm-hmm.
and he leans over and he says, "I want to tell you something." He said, "No matter how many trips you make to Nashville, and no matter what great players you play with up there, you remember one thing. You're right back here in South Carolina playing for the Collard Green Festival in Gastonia." I said, "Oh my goodness."
There you go.
So yeah,
Bring it back home.
yeah. There's 13 people sitting out there. Yeah, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
So we were playing. Yeah, one week
Yeah.
I'm at BB King's at
Yeah.
downtown Nashville playing, and the place is packed. And the next week I'm back and playing for 13 people at the Gaston Collard Green Festival.
I
And
think that's good sometimes that we are actually brought down some notches because I know in my life it makes me strive to be better.
right,
Wow, I'm not quite as good as I thought I had gotten.
right.
So I've always got to reach toward that mark, and I don't know where that mark is. So I'm constantly trying to get better.
It is. It is a form of. I guess it adds to the drive. It does add
Yes.
to the drive. Um, we did. I felt like we did a great time last night, and but this morning, go back and look at the things that we could have done, and it just motivates you to push on
Sure.
and try to be different, try to be a little bit better, and tweak a few things and get
Right.
to that next level. So there, as long as there's always another level,
Yes,
there just has to
exactly.
be. You get content and not just big headed and thinking you're something, but if you just get content in the place that
Mm-hmm.
you're at, then you will. You start losing. You lose that drive,
Right.
and that's where you're going to stay. You're going to stay there.
Yes.
And
You lose your strength. Just like
Right.
if you stop lifting weights, you stop working out, you lose your strength. You have to continue to build.
Right.
And it's the same way in life.
Mhm.
And for the viewers, you are watching Business Over Coffee International with Sherry Henley and Jay Edwards, our very special guest from South Carolina today. And he just sang a song for us. He is here in Memphis, Tennessee, live this week. We're going to talk now about where he is and how you can see him. So tell us, if someone wanted to see you, do you have an actual itinerary this week?
I do. Let's see the itinerary this week. I've got one more night here for sure here in Memphis. I get to play tonight, and I'm at the New Daisy Theater right down on Beale Street. And last night I was the last band, 11:15 or something. We're on, and that's pretty late for a competition. Tonight it's 9:05. My
9:05.
time slot is 9:05, but you have to be there early because people have been known to check out and go home and
Right.
time.
And there is a fee to get in, correct?
There is. I think it's $10 for a wristband, but you can walk all up and down Beale Street and get into all the places. And there's competitions going on all up and down Beale Street. So
now tell us again, the Daisy Theater.
The New Daisy Theater.
The New Daisy
Theater. That's at the opposite end of Beale Street. I'm trying to think. So it'd be the south end, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Beale runs east and west, so it'd be the east. Okay. It's away from the river. How about that? It's away from the river. Yeah.
Right.
It's away from it's farthest away from Main Street. I know a few of these things.
Right. Now you grew up in Paragould, Arkansas, so you had very humble beginnings in a small town and so forth. And now you've branched out. You are traveling, I believe, touring, and you have a CD that's going to be coming out. You already have one out. So tell us about some of the journey on that and the future CD that's coming out as well.
Okay. Actually, we're talking about a new CD, but it's we're at that stage too where we just haven't done enough with the last CD that I had.
Sure.
And um, had a couple of CDs out a few years ago, and that song that I sang, "You Didn't Tell Me," was on one of those as a did a lot for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the "What You Doing" CD, and then back 2008. I put out a Americana
Mm-hmm.
kind of acoustic rock and roll type
Mm-hmm.
song, a
Right.
little bit of blues in it, but not a blues album. And
is this the one that has the song I've been playing on the radio?
actually, that was the title cut, and then it got cut. So
really?
it never made it to the album. And
everything changes.
Everything
right?
Changes
yes.
was the name of the album, but it never made it to the album.
Okay.
So I came out with that one, and great songs on there, and a lot of I like with my songwriting. Had a songs about a band from South Carolina, and just finally making a break, but there's that lover's moon that hangs over
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina. It makes
Mm-hmm.
everybody want to go home. And then I got a chance to go to Nashville and spent some time up there, and we cut Lulu's House. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of 2010, I believe, was when it came out.
Okay.
And
so it's fairly new then.
Right. And Lulu's House went went to all the radio stations and was doing pretty well worldwide. It debuted at number 36 on the Roots Music report.
Outstanding.
And so we was excited about it. And still, for what we're doing right now, it's the best thing. It's got
right.
got some old New Orleans blues and some
sure.
old even some old places out in the swamp you don't know about. But
and you can actually hear those MP3s online.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us
Mm-hmm.
where to go online to be able to hear this music.
The best place to go is to my website, and that's the center point of it. You start at the website jedwardsband.com,
Mm-hmm.
and then
explain the J.
Oh, just the letter J. Yeah, I know. I get. There's all kinds of stories about how that came about, but
yes.
But jedwardsband.com, and there are plenty of links.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I've got Facebook and even the old MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter.
Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation links all those things together,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty excited about what they're doing right now.
Yes.
But Reverb Nation provides the player. You can listen to a lot of those songs.
Mm-hmm.
But from the website, you can go to CD Baby, and
Mm-hmm.
all the albums that I put out, you can still download them. What You Doing has been discontinued. We haven't made any more hard copies
right.
of that. But you still be able to download those for a little while longer. We'll just kind of keep that under our hats. There's some things we might end up redoing with that here soon. But
now, if someone wanted to purchase an actual hard copy CD, they can do that online as well.
CD Baby handles all that for you.
Okay.
And so go to the website, and you'll see the CD Baby
okay.
logo, and my albums will be listed up there too. So you.
And you're on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On iTunes. And again, CD Baby handles all that for me.
Exactly.
I got in with CD Baby years ago when it was, and they, I thought it was the greatest thing, and so we went through and they put everything on iTunes and
Mm-hmm.
Rhapsody, you name it. I'm on 90-something% of the downloadable sites out there. So.
Right, that is an outstanding site. CD Baby, I believe it's $30 and some odd cents, and they do all of this for you. So
Right.
for musicians, that is a great place to go to place your music. So
just
thank you for that tip.
Yeah.
We always like to have tips on here. Now, before we go to one more song, I would like for you to tell us. Now, you and I reconnected about 6 months ago. You've been
Mm-hmm.
on the radio show a couple times. You've actually attended Click and Connect, which is our networking event. You attended it virtually from
Right.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
And tell us, based on your experience with Business Over Coffee, what you have seen that has been helpful to you as a musician, what you see in the future that you could utilize, and as on the business side. Just talk to the viewers, and let's talk about that.
Well, as you know, even today, I mean, we're walking around. You're giving me the tour, and I'm asking the questions like, "Hey, where's all this?" That's I talked to you earlier about it. That's the thing that I've been noticing over the years has been the shortcomings and the where we fall short on the things for musicians on the business side.
Yes.
It's just not all about learning to play guitar and jumping on stage and everything works out.
Right.
And you can tell that too, not to tear anybody down, but you can tell that by some of the internet sensations and the people that have less talent, but somehow have some marketing skills.
Great management.
And
yes.
they get up there, and the next thing you know, they've got millions of hits, and then they've got record deals, and people coming to them.
Right.
And I think that was proven, with some of the silliness through American Idol and some of that. I'm not talking about the people that won. I'm talking about the people that didn't win,
sure.
and then next thing you had a record deal.
Right.
But the business of it is what I've been working on a long time ago. And I've made that statement. Nowadays, you can't just be a musician; you have to be a businessman.
That's right.
You have to know something about the business. And I've been putting together a plan, a mission statement, deciding what it is that I want to do, not just for me, but for other artists coming along after me. And so that's where I'm very, very interested in finding out more. And I'm still trying to digest, some of the things that we talk about, and thinking, okay. We were on the other day with was it Dean Deo?
Dean Deo, yes.
And I'm trying to Jerome
Robinson.
Yes,
okay. Both of those are collaborations that we have done recently. Business Over Coffee International with Memphis Music Foundation, which actually covers the world, along with Jerome Robinson, who provides a digital press kit for you, which is outstanding. And all of this is a part of Business Over Coffee. So definitely check us out, businessovercoffee.biz. Jay and I, along with my husband and also your wife-to-be, I believe, are all going to be meeting this afternoon to talk more about the business side of Business Over Coffee. And we would love to have you as a part of what we're doing. We work with professionals who want to optimize their business through social media, educational exchange, and networking events. Through Business Over Coffee, we are bringing everyone together, from entertainers to ministers, to CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, to nonprofit organizations, to community leaders. We have the Shelby County Mayor, who is an honorary member of our membership. We also have the mayor of Memphis, who is coming on to the radio show this month. So we are very, very excited about everyone that's coming together. And don't forget, if you're a startup business, we have a lot of startup businesses as well. So we really want you to be a part of what we're doing. And it's only $10 a month. It's unbelievable, the price of getting into Business Over Coffee International. Now, back to Jay Edwards.
Okay. Sure.
I did my little, what's that called? Infomercial? Okay. We are going to take it to church. You and I grew up, cut our teeth on the church pews. So we talked about this a minute ago, and Jay said, well, I'm not sure what I'll sing. And he came up with a song that I think we all grew up on. From probably any religious background, you would recognize this song. So let's go to church.
All righty. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide on no bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide on no bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide on the bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, Lord, let it shine.
Oh, that was awesome. That was great. Thank you.
I haven't done that in a while. So.
Thank you for that one. I did the bushel, but I forgot to do the lights.
Shine all over the world.
Yes, that's great. That's great. Well, thank you, Jay, so much for coming on to Business Over Coffee International, BOC TV, with us today. We're so honored to have you as a part of our membership, and we look to get you more involved, and also to create a win-win where
Right.
you are involved with us and we're involved with helping to promote you as we have been doing so far.
Oh yeah, yes. Thank you so much for your support and your help. It's been awesome.
You're very welcome. And for the viewers, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget, if you are local, go out to Bill Street tonight at 9:05 at the New
Daisy Theater.
New Daisy Theater on Bill Street, and you can hear the J. Edwards Band. If you are not local, go to jedwards.com and you can listen to his music, and you can also download it on CD Baby, and you'll be able to get to all of those places right from jedwards.com, I believe. jedwardsband.com. So thank you so much for joining us, and we are so happy that you have taken your time to watch this show today. Until next time, continue bringing everyone together with more connections, collaboration, exposure, and business. God bless you.